Welcome to my library. Welcome to my bookshelf. I thought I would film today in front of my bookshelf so you guys can get a glimpse of our collection. This is my boyfriend and my book collection. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is a haul. We went to a local used bookstore and we have not been to a bookstore in probably like a year and a half. So this was really exciting. It was really fun. I love to read. Many of you may not know this about me, but I love to read. And for me, it's accumulating knowledge, especially through books. To me, there's nothing of greater value than something like that. It just broadens your consciousness, expands, opens your mind, and I love it. So I want to share with you guys a few of the books that we bought. So after I show you guys, let me know whose book taste you guys resonate with more. Are you guys more like my type of books, or do you guys like more his type of books? So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, let me know if this lighting and the angles and everything works. Does it look weird? Do you guys like it? But this right here is the books that we got, and we got all of these books for I think $73. So when we came home, of course, the funnest thing to do is to look these up on Amazon and see how much they are, and then the deal that we got. It's insane. So the first one is my boyfriend's, and this is Understanding Tolkien and The Lord of the Rings. So he is a big Tolkien fan, Lord of the Rings, and this book was $2. I figured this out when we left the store, that the prices are on the inside. When we came out of the store, I was looking at all the books had a number, and I was like, oh, that's the price. The next book, this is his. This is J.R.R. Tolkien, The Lord of the Rings Part 3, The Return of the King. And this was $2.50, so very affordable. And I just love the old, torn, used pages. Like, somebody was in this book. Their mind was in it. They went through a journey in their own mind in this book. Like, isn't that crazy? Okay, some of the angles I might be sitting super weird. I'm like trying to get comfortable down here, but also maintain eye contact. The next book is something I picked up. So this is Harriet Lerner, The Dance of Intimacy. So it's basically a woman's guide to courageous acts of change in key relationships. I struggle with intimacy a lot, and I actually have something in the works. I'm studying it, I'm healing my own issues, and it's hard to become aware that you have issues regarding something, you know? So I do have something in the works, but yeah, it is something that I'm personally going through, and I do want to be open with you guys. So I got this. I'm really excited to read it. Never heard of this book, never heard of this author, but towards the end, I have a book down here that is by the same author. We'll get there. The next two books is something that I feel really lucky to actually share with my boyfriend, is the love of the Khalil Gibran books. Not sure how to say his last name, but this one is Tears and Laughter, and this one is Thoughts and Meditations. And these were $4 each, and basically it's just a collection of his writings. And they're beautiful. His writings are so poetic. They're so beautiful and romantic and insightful, eye-opening, very deep. I just love it. It definitely puts you in a mood. It puts you in a good, nice mood. One was $4 and one was $5. So when we came home and looked these up on Amazon, my boyfriend could only find one of the books. He cannot find the other one anywhere online. So this is actually something that we both would read. The next book is something I picked up that looked really interesting to me, you guys. It's the Homeopathic Treatment of Emotional Illnesses. What? A self-help guide to remedies which can restore calm and happiness. And I think that there's a lot in here that I just quickly glanced over that I do want to talk about on my channel. I want to learn about this, and then I want to talk about it with you guys. So I can't wait to read this, and this was $5. So yeah. And this is by Dr. Trevor Smith. The next book is something my boyfriend picked up, and this is The Odyssey. and this is translated by Stanley Lombardo. And yeah, this is basically the Odyssey. I don't know how to explain it. It would be like a big poem, like a big giant poem, but this is part 1 and part 2, and I feel like I remember reading this a little bit when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I do want to go back into it with an adult mind. And this one was $6 and this one was $5. So yeah, he loves fantasy books. He loves a different genre of books than I do, but these are his, and he got a really good deal on them. The next book is something I picked up, and this is the Da Vinci Enigma Tarot. What? So I guess when I looked it up, I think there's a deck, tarot deck that goes with this book, but the deck didn't come with this book. Obviously, it's a secondhand, it's a used bookstore, so it's just so you won't always find things together. This was $5, so I mean, not a bad price just to learn. Even like tarot, I have so many tarot decks, so just to learn a different perspective on the decks too, I was interested. I was like, give it to me. This next book is something I'm very, very excited about. This is Sexuality, Ecstasy, and it's a practical guide to lovemaking secrets of the East and the West. So this I got, first of all, it was $9. Oh, and it's by David and Ellen Ramsdale. So this book talks about so many things: female sexual orgasm and energy, unfriendly aphrodisiacs, confusion about fusion, levels of sex energy. Look, at this point of my life right now, I am really healing a lot of just these kinds of issues, intimacy, sexual issues, and stuff like that. So for me, the more I learn about it, the more I find confidence in it, and the more that I find myself through it, where I stand on intimacy, where I stand on sexual stuff. Like, educating yourself on something is like the biggest blessing you could give yourself, I swear. But I want to learn. I want to consume as much knowledge as I can. I'm learning so much, and I'm just intrigued. Like, I can't stop. And this book caught my attention. There's so many things in here that are so helpful to know, because everybody in relationships, you have sex, right? So you want to know what you're doing, and it's something that, especially being Indian, we don't talk about things like that, and so you never like understand setting boundaries or understand what you like or what you don't like. It's so much that goes into it that we never sit to think about or question ourselves about, and so issues arise, you know? So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. The next book that I have is Medicine Woman. Obviously, I picked this one up. It's a pictorial history of women healers. So I thought this book was really interesting because it's talking about all types of women healers in history. And I was like, I could read this when I'm taking a bath. It's gonna be really interesting. So yeah, this was $5, but it retails for $20, so got a $15 discount, and I'm really excited for this one too. The last book I want to share with you is something that I am entranced and hypnotized by right now in my life, and that is this book called The Dance of Anger. It's a woman's guide to changing the patterns of intimate relationships. This book is so eye-opening, it's so insightful. I'm only this much into it, and already I'm just so many notes, so many highlights, underlining, because it hits, it clicks. It's a good book. And this is by Harriet Goldor Lerner, I think. Is that the same lady? Yeah, it is. It's the same lady. So if you guys have read this, let me know. And if not, and you're dealing with having anger or misplaced anger, which is something I have a whole shit ton of, is misplaced anger. We hold anger in our womb sometimes. We hold it in our heart. We hold it in our throat. we store anger in our bodies. And so that's what I'm trying to, like, you know, eliminate and heal and get through and learn and stuff. So this book just hits so good, I'm telling you. But yeah, those are all the books that we got. If you like this type of video where I'm sitting in front of my bookshelf and talking to you guys, let me know. Maybe next time I can have some coffee or hot chocolate or wine and we can maybe talk live. Maybe I can read some stuff that I highlighted. Ooh, what do you guys think? But thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you real soon.